Welcome to Varsity Zone's calendar here. We are talking with one of our newest franchisees in the Nashville market, Donnie Son, who's going to shed some light on everything he went through as far as the experience on the front end, learning about different HVAC opportunity, different franchise concepts as he kind of navigated towards moving forward with horsepower brands and Varsity Zone. So, Donnie, just want to take some time to say thank you and welcome, and we appreciate your time today.
Thanks for you taking some time as well. Happy to share some information here.
Yes, sir. And then, kind of like to start these questions kind of overarching, more broad, and then we'll get a little more specific to horsepower and varsity zone. But just really want to give the audience, Donnie, kind of what some of your background was prior to varsity zone and horsepower, and how did you even start the journey of looking at different franchise concepts?
Been in sales for the past almost 25 years, so that's my background has been in sales. Software as a service is the bulk of that. I worked for a few HR and payroll providers for about 16 years, and then moved over into another technology role uh, thereafter. And we, as far as finding the opportunity, there was a consultant that reached out to me, um, Brittany Bode with Fran Path. I'll go ahead and give her a shout out there. But she reached out to me on LinkedIn and asked if I'd ever been interested in franchising. And I've had several of those kind of folks reach out to me in the past on there. And she was talking about semi-passive um, opportunities, and that kind of piqued my interest. So we went pretty far down the path with another horsepower brand a couple of years ago, and wound up another person wound up getting that territory because of they were further along than us. But that was something in the back of my mind. We parked it at that time frame and I told her if something else came up to definitely reach out, and she did. So here we are.
Awesome. I love it. And then as you kind of went through the process with horsepower, learning about, their support verticals and everything they do on the back end to make sure franchisees are successful. What kind of made you drill down with just HVAC in general and Varsity Zone? Obviously, this is a newer brand, not a lot of proof to the pudding. You're one of the early adopters. So what kind of had you take that leap of faith?
Was interested in the home services area with franchising. We've had different experiences with folks coming into my home, and then we have some rental properties too. And it's hard, one, to get somebody to call you back, two, for them to show up whenever they say they're going to show up, and then three, to make sure that they do a good job and you're not worried about getting gouged with pricing. So I saw an opportunity here with this one being an essential business. Everybody's needs to be warm or cool in the summertime, um, and being recession proof in case we run into COVID again. Hopefully that never happens. But this, in my eyes, this was something that is needed by the community. It was a way for me to give back to my neighbors and community with something that everybody needs to make sure that these guys are taken care of effectively. And, um, not saying that we're going to be the lowest priced out there, but, treating them fairly with the value of some different options out there for them.
Yeah, no, I love it. And then as you kind of went through the development process with Varsity Zone and learning through talking to leadership and the founders down in Florida, what any kind of advice of anybody going through the development process or concerns or any kind of red flags as you evaluated, multiple opportunities of what you were really looking for to, say, hey, I'm looking for the right partner and I'm looking for XYZ.
Yeah, really impressed with going through the process the first time around. And as you guys will see, as you vet the process, that horsepower I felt like was really buttoned up with having the infrastructure in place and all of the different solutions in the background that's going to help you with your business and to get it up off the ground sooner rather than later. There's a lot of different home service brands or home service entities out there, but I felt like these guys really had it all together, and it just solidified everything whenever I went up there and did the day with the team up there and saw the corporate office and talk to all the folks that would be supporting me along the way. So that's really what did it in for me. I would say, just make sure you do your due diligence. You'll be connected with folks to talk to, and make sure that you've got the right questions that you have bouncing around in your head to be able to lob those over and get the answers that you're looking for.
I love it. And then obviously with you kind of being in onboarding, getting ready to launch in 2025 and have taken the leap of faith, I always like to end this question on these kind of interview tutorials. When you look at yourself of where you want to be in 24 months, whether that's you as a business owner, where the business is, what you have overall as far as your market share when it comes to Varsity Zone, where do you see yourself, or what's kind of your roadmap of as you get this thing up off the ground? If we're talking 24 months from now, what is Donnie saying to me?
Week months from now, I should be telling you that we've got a successful business here in place. We're doing the right things. We hired the right people, put them in the right spots, and grew the business the right way, and not just trying to chunk some money at it and try to lift it. We want to make sure with my business here is to build a great culture and to put those people in the right spots, and the rising tide rises all boats, is what they say, right?
Yep.
But I know it's not going to be easy. I mean, everybody likes the view from the top, but nobody really likes to do the hike. So, those folks that are sitting in this seat and reviewing this are usually successful people and willing to roll up their sleeves and do the work. So I think after 2 years here, we'll be having a different conversation, going from right now really not uh, knowing of what's going to happen to being able to look in that rearview mirror.
Yeah, I love it. And obviously throughout the process, got to know you pretty well. So I do want to throw one more in here. I'd like to really pick people on, their why of why they got into business ownership for themselves. When people look at you on paper, really successful in the corporate world on the sales side, good husband, good father. But what propelled you saying, hey, I'm gonna go do this. This is my why of why I'm taking this next chapter.
Yeah, I alluded to that with some of the other questions that you had there. I've always been one of those people that wanted to give back to my community.
Mhm.
I volunteer in a community today with my sons, with coaching them in sports and being able to give back where I can with other volunteer commitments. But in my eyes, this was an opportunity for me to provide a service to my neighbors that they're going to need, and that's going to be someone that they can reach out to without a hesitation, to know that they're going to be taken care of. And then I think there'll be a lot of organic growth with just based upon the reputation of how we present ourselves and how we conduct business, that naturally the business will continue to grow. So I think that is paramount with any type of business. But that's what really intrigued me, my why. And then I'm thinking about my sons as they get older. This might be a legacy opportunity for them, something to pass down as they get a little older here. So those are the few things that really had me intrigued and really leaning into this opportunity.
Awesome. No, I love it, man. And we're excited to partner and take, Nashville by storm and make Varsity Zone a household name in that market. So I appreciate you jumping on and doing this. This is really valuable as you knew as you went through the process to be able to hear from some people in front of you. So again, appreciate your time and best of luck on the grand opening, everything you'll accomplish in 2025 with Varsity Zone.
Good man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.